It's Family Sunday here at Dodd Stadium. The Norwich Sea Unicorns meeting here this afternoon with their in-state foe, New Britain Bees. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Adam Plager, welcoming you to the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. It's been a disappointing homestand for Norwich up to this point. They've dropped 4 consecutive ball games, and the offense has really dried up for Norwich throughout this stretch. However, let's go back to last night. There were some positives from the ball game despite the loss. And how about starting pitching? Norwich has had some really good starting pitching, and you feel for Frank Spirito. A great outing for him that unfortunately was spoiled. He was deserving of the victory. Here's a look at his night last night. Look at some of these highlights. Pounding the strike zone, nearly 64% of his pitches for strikes. And when you do that, more times than not, it's going to be good news for you. And for the Yukon kid, Frank Spirito, it was great news for him. Electric stuff for him. Here's the numbers. 5 strikeouts for him. That's a season high. 4 shutout innings. He was in command of the strike zone, but he was also in command of all of his pitches. It starts with your fastball command. He had the fastball command, and then a devastating slider. A nice little 1-2 punch for him. Absolutely no chance for Nashua hitters. They mustered just 1 hit against Frank Spirito. And how about Spirito over his last 2 outings, you ask? It's been incredible stuff for him. He's not allowed a run over his last 8 innings of work. He struck out 7. He's walked just 2 batters. He's allowed 3 hits. He has been untouchable. Frank Spirito, another great outing for him last night. A great start for him. But it also helps when you're getting the defense behind you. And last night, for the first time all summer, Norwich did not make a single error defensively. Let's roll the highlights here of some of the Sea Unicorns' defensive plays. It starts immediately. Kenny Noe, a sliding grab out there in shallow left field. Yeah, he's got Frank Spirito's back last night as well. And then another great Kenny Noe play at short. He starts the 6-4-3 double play. You always love when you get some double plays behind you. Pick up your pitcher. Kenny Noe doing exactly that. And then later in the ball game, the Duke is back in Norwich, and he's making a statement. Shoelace running catch for him. He does exactly that. That's a tough play to make. He made it look rather routine for himself. He had to cover a lot of ground to get to that looping fly ball. So Norwich, for the first time all summer, they don't make any errors. Unfortunately, it just would not be enough last night in the ball game to Nashua. We'll take our first time out here on the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. On the other side, we're talking some of the late inning drama. That's right. The wake-up call for the Sea Unicorns offense has happened to be in the bottom of their final inning at the plate the last 2 ball games. There's been plenty of drama here at Dodd Stadium. We'll cover all of it when we return.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right, right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. Who doesn't love a little theater at the ballpark? Norwich has been delivering that as of late. And yes, the offense, it's dried up a little bit, but not in the last inning when Norwich has their back twisted against the wall. The Sea Unicorns just fighting tooth and nail to the very last out. You have to commend that effort. You have to look for positives, right? Things haven't gone Norwich ways in the wins and loss column. No question about that. 4 losses in a row. They're stacking up right now, but you have to look at the positives. Never say die attitude. And let's go back lights out for Norwich. 8 strikeouts. He earned himself Player of the Game honors. He was also the Futures League Pitcher of the Night in that outing over the Nashua Silver Knights. 8 strikeouts all over the strike zone. He was dialed in. He's trying to get Norwich back on track here tonight against the Bees and have a winning family Sunday here tonight. It's Grady's mound this afternoon. That's going to wrap things up on the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show. As always, presented by SCR Structures and Sheds. On the other side, it's matinee baseball at Dodd Stadium. The Sea Unicorns and the Bees next. Norwich Sea Unicorn baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. Brendan Grady has the baseball here this afternoon as the Norwich Sea Unicorns try to get themselves back on track. Here's a look at the numbers so far this summer for the Southpaw Brendan Grady. It's his 4th start of the summer. ERA 3.97, 9 strikeouts to 6 walks. He has been sensational for Norwich as of late. The Unicorns trying to get themselves back on track here today. So we update our score bug. Everyone watching back home. Officially underway here today at 1:02 local time. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike to the New Britain leadoff man Nolan Reisdorf. He's in right field. The lefty comes to the plate, swing and a miss there. Strike 2. Grady in his last outing, he was sensational for Norwich. He went 5 scoreless innings, 8 strikeouts. He allowed just 2 hits in that outing against Nashua. He picked up the victory. A swing and a miss there from Reisdorf. He struck him out. Excellent work there from Brendan Grady, and he takes care of the leadoff man, Nolan Reisdorf. Here's a look at the Sea Unicorns' defensive alignment here this afternoon. Over at third base is Connor Scanlon. The shortstop, Spencer Chard. First time this summer he's at short. He's a super utility man. The second baseman, Aiden Stern. Another utility man for Norwich as well, with Jaden Novak at first. In the outfield from left to right, Ian Moser in left, Jack Byrne in center, with Gavin O'Brien patrolling right field. Pitcher, catcher, battery this afternoon, Brendan Grady tossing to Joe Durso. Good bounce back outing too for Grady after the tough outing against the Lake Monsters, where he went the 5 shutout innings against Nashua. But what was impeccable by him was the 8 strikeouts. He did not walk anybody. Count is even. It's a ball and a strike to the third baseman, Easton Massey. He's taking on the outside corner. It just missed. Ball 2. Here's a look at Matt Gedman's batting order. Easton Massey batting second. Brennan Stabley in left field batting third. Caleb Miller's the catcher. He bats fourth. That's outside. Ball 3. Batting fifth at first base, Jack Kane. Brandon Gayer is the designated hitter, batting sixth. In center field is Dylan Mayer. The second baseman, Tim Henning, batting seventh. That backs up, and it, in fact, hits Massey for ball 4. So, one-out base runner for New Britain. It'll bring up their left fielder, Brennan Stabley. Carlos Irizarry is at short, batting ninth. Tim Henning at second base, he bats eighth. Here's Brennan Stabley to the plate. Grady, the starter today for Norwich, out of Trinity College, West Hartford, Connecticut native, 5'10", 177 pounds. He's going up against one of his coaches at Trinity, Matt Gedman, the manager for the Bees, is an assistant coach at Trinity College for their baseball and hockey team, so he knows this lefty quite well. Sure, he's got some inside tips for the Bees offense. See if Grady can take care of them here this afternoon. They'll check back in on the base runner. That's Massey. He reached on a hit by pitch. Couple of Brendans battling here. Grady against Dobley. The 2-0 outside, way outside, ball 3. When Grady's on point, it's all about the command of his secondary pitches. He really relies on those. That's inside. It's ball 4. 7 straight out of the zone, and this is going to bring out the pitching coach, Zach Gitcher. Runners at first and second. Little command trouble right now for Grady out of the gate. Grady this past spring at Trinity for the Bantams. Pitched to a 1.93 ERA. He was 2-0 in 4 appearances. He worked just 14 innings for the Bantams. He allowed 9 hits in that span. 3 earned runs. He struck out 5. He walked 4. His best outing was the one we saw right here at Dodd Stadium last Thursday. It's game 5 of his 6-game homestand for Norwich. And they're trying to make good on it. It's been a rotten start to it. They've dropped 4 in a row after winning the opener of this homestand against the Westfield Starfires 7-3. Gio Conti, speaking with him before this game, it's really about a mindset for this group and just finding a way to flip the switch here. Count as a ball and no strikes to the catcher, Caleb Miller. Grady comes to the plate. He misses inside ball, too. He's all over the place right now. He's in danger of potentially walking the bases loaded. Right now it's the New Britain backstop, Caleb Miller, and a hitter's count, 2-0. Grady to the plate. That's ball 3. It misses just up and away. Now the Sea Unicorns have sent a man into the bullpen. It's a 3-ball, no strike count to the backstop, Caleb Miller. The delivery. Upstairs, he walked him on 4 straight pitches. That's now 11 straight out of the zone for Grady. He struck out the first man he saw, and he has not been anywhere really near the strike zone ever since. He's hit a batter, and he's walked 2 straight. Trying to find his mechanics here with Jack Kane coming to the plate. Kane, 6 feet, 185 pounds, rising sophomore out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Out of the University of St. Joseph. A couple of West Hartford natives battling here. Grady and Jack Kane. Count is 0-1. The delivery. That gets away from the catcher, Durso. Coming to the plate is Massey. He will score. Durso had some trouble on the breaking slider, and the wild pitch nets the Bees the first run of the ball game, 1-0 for the visitors. Count is even. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Couple of kids that went to the same high school. Grady and Jack Kane both attended Conrad High School. Just a year apart. Grady's a year ahead of the batter right here, Jack Kane. They know each other quite well. See if Grady can take care of one of his friends. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Grady to the plate. A bouncing ball. It is fair to third. Coming home and making the tag is Durso. Heads up play there. Connor Scanlon. And tagged out trying to score is Stobley. There's 2 outs.
The designated hitter for UMass Boston, number 6.
This will bring up the UMass Boston product, Brandon Gayer. Gayer so far this summer for New Britain hitting .258. He's 6 for his first 31. He's taking strike one. Grady, so important for him to be a first pitch strike thrower. Trying to navigate any further damage here in the first of swing and a miss, strike two. Looks like Grady's starting to find himself again here. Now he's ahead of the designated hitter, Brandon Gayer, a ball and 2 strikes. Runners at first and second right now for New Britain with 2 outs. The pitch almost back into the press box area. Windows are open here. It hit the top of the luxury suite deck. It's into the front row of the bleachers behind home plate. Count is a ball and 2 strikes. Aboard at first is Jack Kane. Caleb Miller at second. He's in scoring position. The 1-2 outside for ball 2. Good snag back there by Joe Durso. Norwich in their home white uniforms. The gold Sea Unicorns riding across the chest. And New Britain in their road black uniforms, the gray bottoms. Now Grady has moved the count full. It's 3-2. The runners will be on the move here. They'll get the auto start in a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the DH, Brandon Gayer. He was 2 for 3 against Norwich last time these teams played. Now he's taking up and away for ball 4. This is going to reload the bases. Third walk of the inning for Grady. And now a chance for the center fielder, Dylan Mayer. Meyer out of Manhattan University, Glenview, Illinois native, stands in the righty box, 6'3", 210 pounds. He's taking for ball 1. Runners everywhere for the Bees with 2 outs. They lead 1-0. The pitch, top of the outside corner, good spot there for Grady. Norwich really needs him to keep this ball game right where it is. The offense has been quiet for Norwich until they enter desperation mode. The 1-1, up and away, ball 2. You hope that desperation mode for Norwich just starts to fire immediately. Maybe change the mindset. Obviously, you don't want to be changing your approach at the plate every time, but what they're doing when the game is on the line, it's a different looking offense compared to for the first 7 innings of a baseball game. Norwich has not scored runs in the last 2 games until the final inning. It's 2-2 here on Mayer. The pitch upstairs, ball 3. Big spot here for the Trinity Bantam. He has a full count on the New Britain center fielder. He's the 7th man up this inning. The 3-2 on the outside corner. He struck him out. Frozen on the outside corner is Mayer. Couple punch outs for Grady. He works around the bases loaded jam. 1-0 New Britain. The Sea Unicorns coming to the plate when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
Looks great. It's by our information booth.
Back with you here at Dodd Stadium. It'll be Garrett Garbinski on the rubber this afternoon for Matt Gedman's crew. So far this summer for the Yukon Husky, Garbinski has pitched to an ERA. It's flatlined at 0. He's not allowed an earned run in his first 6 innings of work. He's already faced the Sea Unicorns this summer. That was back on June the 10th. He worked 2 scoreless innings. He did not surrender any hits. He struck out 4. He didn't walk anybody. Here's a look at the Norwich Sea Unicorns batting order. As always, it's presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. They're your trusted local experts in roofing from Berlin to Westbrook. They've got you covered. Leading off for Norwich here this afternoon is the Trinity Bantam, Aiden Stern. Batting second at third base, Connor Scanlon. Jaden Novak at first, he bats third. Ian Moser in left field, he's the cleanup hitter. Gavin O'Brien in right field, he bats fifth. Spencer Chard, the shortstop, bats sixth. Joe Durso doing the catching, he hits seventh. Jack Byrne in center field, he bats eighth. And Bryce Detweiler, the designated hitter, he bats ninth. Garbinski, the right-hander, 6 feet, 200 pounds, out of Clinton, Connecticut. He has check that. It's Pat McKenzie. I was looking at tomorrow's probable for New Britain. My apologies. First pitch is lifted foul by Aiden Stern. Here's a look at the numbers for Pat McKenzie. Let's get you the correct starter. He's a sophomore at Villanova, Newtown, Connecticut native. ERA for him, 8.10. He's making his second start of the summer, 5th game of the season for the Bees. His first outing as well against the Sea Unicorns. He's ahead of the leadoff man Stern. The pitch home. Breaking ball, awkward check swing for Aiden. He held up. Count is even. Stern had a couple of hits yesterday, a base hit, and an infield bunt single. He's been the most consistent hitter for the Norwich lineup so far this season. 1-1, he's showing bunt. It's up the third base side. Charging in on it is Massey, and it's Stern who legs it out. Infield bunt single for Norwich. He displays that speed that he has, and he's aboard. It'll bring up the third baseman, Connor Scanlon. A look at the Bees' defense here this afternoon. Easton Massey at third. Carlos Irizarry, the shortstop. Tim Henning at second base with Jack Kane at first. He's holding on the base runner, Stern. The pitch on the outside corner. Good breaking ball. Strike one to Connor Scanlon. The outfield from left to right for the Bees. Brendan Stobley in left. In center field is Dylan Mayer and Nolan Reisdorf in right field. Caleb Miller doing the catching with McKenzie on the mound. Stern is going. The throw is a good one. It is not in time. Stern beats it out. He has himself a stolen base. For Stern, that's his 6th steal of the summer. It's team leading for the Sea Unicorns. He's in scoring position. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to Connor Scanlon. Scanlon has a .333 average so far for Norwich. That's second best on the team in 15 plate appearances. 5th game of the summer for the Fairfield product. Count in his favor, 2 balls and a strike. The righty set at the belt. Stern, a medium-sized lead. Now the pitch home. Upstairs at the top of the zone, but strike 2. Borderline pitch. That time McKenzie gets it, he has the count even, 2-2. The 2-2. Bouncing ball to short. Irizarry has it. He goes to third, and he gets the lead runner Stern. He was going on the contact, and he is tagged out at third base. So Scanlon will reach on the fielder's choice ground out. 6-5. This will bring up the first baseman, Jaden Novak. Novak had the walk-off single against the Bees earlier this season. That was back on June the 11th against New Britain. The Bees are 3-1 this summer against Norwich, already the 5th meeting between the Nutmeg rivals. 0-1 to Novak, the pitch home. This is lifted in the air to right field. Reisdorf moving over. He makes the grab. Oh, he dropped the baseball. Novak reaches Scanlon into second safely. We'll see if they give it a hit or an error to Jaden Novak. Norwich has runners now at first and second with one down. They're going to charge an error to Reisdorf, so the Sea Unicorns have him at first and second now for Ian Moser. Norwich trying to punch right back here in the home first. First pitch is lined back to the screen, strike one. McKenzie ahead of the Sea Unicorns left fielder today, Ian Moser. McKenzie attended Cheshire Academy. It's also where Anthony Tirado attended at the high school level before making his way to UMass. The 0-1. That's on the outside corner, strike two. Good spot there for McKenzie. He's now way ahead of Ian Moser. McKenzie this past season at Villanova, ERA was at 9.9 over 10 innings of work. Opponents hit .282 against him. The catcher Miller is set up outside. It misses inside. Ball one to the Sea Unicorns corner outfielder. Moser so far this summer for Norwich is batting just .133 out of Eastern Connecticut State. Miller set up outside, bouncing ball to short. Irizarry has it. He goes to second for one. The throw to first in time, and the inning is over. A twin-killing double play, and they turn it, and the Sea Unicorns are held off the board. 1-0 Bees through an inning of play here at Dodd Stadium on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Food stands on the first base concourse. We also have an ice cream stand this year on the first base concourse. We call it Scoops. Behind the press box, we have Iliano's, always great tasting pizza. Be sure to visit Iliano's in Norwich at the bottom of the industrial park. And today, we have Kona Ice back. Hot day. You're going to enjoy Kona Ice. It's in the truck on the third base concourse as you approach the picnic area. Enjoy. Leading off the top half of the second inning for New Britain from Binghamton University, number 55, Tim Henning.
McKenzie battles his way through the first inning unscathed. Norwich had some runners on, but Moser hit into the inning-ending double play. Nice work there by the middle infield for New Britain to pick up their starter to end the inning. Grady back out to work the second. He had to fight his way through the first after walking 3 men. He also hit a batter. Bunt attempt into the Bees dugout, third base side, strike one. Batter at the plate is the center fielder. Check that, the second baseman, Tim Henning. Wind's starting to pick up here in Norwich. It's also the heat is supposed to start soaring. The temperature is expected to reach triple digits at the start of next week. It's going to be a hot one here on Tuesday when Norwich will play host to the Vermont Lake Monsters. Grady ahead of the second baseman, Henning, a ball and 2 strikes. The lefty to the plate, a bouncing ball, it's chopped foul, first base side. So far this summer for the second baseman, Henning, he's taking outside for ball 2. Henning for the Bees batting .206, rising sophomore out of Binghamton University. Now he slices it back foul to the screen. Grady trying to take care of the leadoff man in the inning. Henning, it's 8-9-1, bottom of the order to start it out for the Bees. So important to attack the zone here for Grady. He's got the count even. It's 2-2. The pitch home. Lifted in the air off the end of the bat into shallow left field. It's going to be the shortstop Chard to make the catch on it. There's one down. So bring up the shortstop, Carlos Irizarry. Irizarry entered the game last time Norwich and New Britain met as a defensive replacement after the injury to P.J. Hughes. He's not in there today. Irizarry is the shortstop for New Britain. The Penn State Harrisburg product hitting .143. He's 3 for his first 21. Durso set up towards the inside corner. It bounces in the dirt ahead of him. Ball 1. Irizarry in that ball game against the Sea Unicorns was 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. He also stole a base. Durso now set up inside. The pitch from Grady's on the outside corner. Strike 1. Good spot with a fastball. Now he's ahead of the Penn State Harrisburg product. Irizarry in the back of the righty box. 5'9", 175 pounds. Grady to the plate. Off the end of the bat to the protective screen. Strike 2. Transform look now for Grady after the first inning to the second inning. When he's on, he is one of the best pitchers on the Sea Unicorns pitching staff. Durso wants him inside the 1-2. That goes all the way to the backstop. Grady lost the handle of it. The count is even 2-2. So important to find the feel of those secondary pitches early, especially with the bases empty. You can experiment and tinker with things a little bit more. Grady can get away with it. Durso inside the 2-2 home. Oh, it is just missing on the outside corner. I thought Irizarry was going to be rung up there for strike 3. Instead, the count is full. The 3-2. It ties him up. Strike 3. Great spot there with Grady. He ties up Irizarry with the high riding inside fastball. There's 2 down. 2 down. Now it's the leadoff man, Nolan Reisdorf. He was a strikeout victim his first time to the plate. Grady trying to work a clean second inning. That would really help boost the confidence for him. Here's Reisdorf, the 1-0 outside for ball 2. It misses. So far this summer for Reisdorf, the Southern New Hampshire Penman product, hitting 167. It's 2-0 to him. A swing and a miss there, strike 1. This is his 3rd game against the Sea Unicorns. He is 1 for 9 against Norwich pitching. Now he fouls away strike 2. Last game against Norwich on the 14th of June. He was 1 for 5 in the ball game. He scored a run. He also struck out twice. Grady has him on the ropes. It's 2-2 with 2 outs. Durso set up outside the pitch. Awkward check swing. It was in there on the outside corner. Strike 3. Reisdorf strikes out looking, and that's going to end the inning. Scoreless second for Grady. 1-0 Bees. The home second is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Leading off the second inning, your Sea Unicorns. Right fielder, UMass Amherst, number 43, Gavin O'Brien.
Nice response from Grady to close things out in the second. He struck out back-to-back batters. Flawless inning for him. O'Brien trying to start things out for Norwich. He's taking inside for ball 1. The curveball missing for McKenzie. He was helped out by his middle infield defense. They turned the tailor-made double play to end the first. This is smacked on the ground. It's the third baseman, Massey. He collects it. He fires across the diamond. In time, there's 1 down. Norwich trying to sort themselves out offensively. Sea Unicorns as a team so far this summer hitting .210. Here's Spencer Chard. Chard batting .240 so far for Norwich this season. He has a double as well. That's his only extra base hit. Now he pokes it off the end of his bat. Irizarry racing after it. He fires across the diamond. There's 2 outs. Quick work here from McKenzie. Inducing a couple of ground ball outs. Nice work. That's short from Irizarry, ranging from his right to his left to cut it down. This will bring up the catcher, Joe Durso. So far, just 4 pitches needed from McKenzie to retire the first 2 batters of the inning. Trying to keep things scoreless for the Norwich offense through the second. Durso hoping to keep this inning alive for Norwich. The Sea Unicorns catcher out of Long Island University. Seaford, New York native. He's taking on the outside corner, strike one. Count is even, 1-1 to Joe Durso. He stands in the righty batter's box, 6'1", 205 pounds. He's just one for his first 19. The 1-1, outside ball two. Durso is a defensive-minded catcher. That's where he is at heart. He really takes a lot of pride in how he handles this pitching staff. A defensive first catcher. The 2-1. Downstairs, ball three. Hitters count now for the Sea Unicorns backstop. Durso, as he puts it, he says he always tries to lead by his instincts defensively, and it's a whole nother mindset for him at the plate offensively. He switches the gears when he gets up there. The 3-1. This is flipped out to straightaway center field. Moving back on it out there is Mayer. He makes the grab on it, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 for McKenzie in the second. It's a 1-0 New Britain lead on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
One nothing Bees as we get you set for the third inning. Fans, still plenty of upcoming promotions you can come out to here in the month of June. Sea Unicorns back at home on Tuesday, June the 24th. When purchasing a ticket to next Tuesday's home game, we'll get to see you next Tuesday, August the 5th. Then on June the 26th, Thirsty Thursday for the Sea Unicorns. And cap things off a Friday night fireworks spectacle at Dodd Stadium next Friday night on June the 27th when the Sea Unicorns play host to the Westfield Starfires. First pitch home to Massey is fouled away, strike one. Hopefully that second inning is a sign for Grady the rest of the way, and he can carry that over the rest of the way. He was in shutdown mode there. The 0-1, swing and a miss, strike two. The umpiring crew here today, it's Anthony Letizio. He's the home plate umpire. Jeff Kleiner at first with E. Tyler Bullock at third. Grady way ahead of Massey. Now he strikes him out on three pitches. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Grady says to Massey. There's one down, now three straight strikeouts. It's all about mechanics on the rubber, no question about that. Grady was just a little out of whack there, and there wasn't anything major for him. A couple of slight adjustments for him on the mound. Also, confidence so key Now he's all over the strike zone. That's 4 in a row in the zone. Now he's ahead of the left fielder, Brennan Stobley. He drew a walk his first time up. That's where things really started to go awry for Grady in that first inning after striking out Reisdorf to begin the ball game. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike to the Bees left fielder. The 1-1 to Stobley. The fastball misses up and away for ball 2. Stobley out of Southern Connecticut State. Plainville, Connecticut native, 6'3", 210. He skies this in the air out to straightaway center field. Backing up on it, and now circling underneath it to make the grab is Jack Byrne. 2 gone. This will bring up the catcher, Caleb Miller. Miller out of Union College, Rome, New York native. At Union this past season, he hit .289. His best year was his freshman season where he hit .342 at Union. Over 79 plate appearances. He slugged out 4 homers. He's had the home run power last couple seasons. 7 homers in each of his last 2. This is going to go all the way to the backstop, ball 2. Seen that a couple of times from Grady. The base is empty here. There's really just a wild ball, and that's about it. The 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Miller walked his last time to the plate. At Union, he's studying economics. He attended Westmoreland High School. That runs inside, and it hit the hand of Miller. Second hit batsman of the ball game here for Grady. And now a 2-out base runner for New Britain. Here's the first baseman, Jack Kane. This is going to bring out the manager, Kyle Dombrowski. He wants to make sure that Grady doesn't lose focus here. He's got the slow walk moving. And also the entire infield defense is going to join him. He's making a pitching change. So Grady goes just 2 1/3 today. And Norwich is going to make a call to the bullpen for Gio Conti.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Norwich has made a call to the bullpen for right-hander out of Westfield State, Jack Novak. Out of Colchester, Connecticut, 6'3", 190 pounds, is the new arm in the ball game. Novak so far this summer for the Sea Unicorns has pitched to a 1.92 ERA. 6th game of the season for Norwich. He's worked 9 1/3 innings. He's struck out 9. He's walked 7. His 3rd outing now this summer against New Britain. He's worked 3 innings against the Bees. He's allowed 2 earned runs in that span, just 1 hit. Novak trying to put an end to the third inning. A bit of a mixed bag as far as the results go for Brendan Grady today. He goes just 2 1/3 innings for the Sea Unicorns. He allowed just the 1 earned run, but the man aboard is his responsibility. That's Caleb Miller. Now a chance for Jack Kane at the plate. Final line for Grady, 2 2/3. He allowed the earned run. He struck out 6. He walked 3. This is lifted in the air. It is a foul ball down the left field line. Novak now way ahead of the New Britain first baseman, Jack Kane. Kane out of the University of St. Joseph. Protecting now with 2 strikes. Novak checks in on the base runner. It's a wild throw to Jaden Novak, and now racing ahead to second is Miller. He's into scoring position. Kane this past season for the Blue Jays put up some monstrous numbers over 43 games. He hit .428 with 2 homers, 38 RBI. It's 0-2 here to Kane with 2 outs. The pitch way upstairs. Novak was trying to drop in the off-speed pitch. It backs away Kane for ball 1. On 1-2, Novak trying to end the inning here. The pitch. This is crushed foul. Jack turned on it. Couple of Jacks battling here. Jack Novak against Jack Kane. It's a ball and 2 strikes to the New Britain first baseman. He's in the back of the righty batter's box. The delivery home is caught there in the mitt by Novak. He ends the frame. It was hit on the screws by Kane, but right into the glove of Novak. He ends the inning. Just the one-hit batsman. We're headed to the home third. 1-0 New Britain on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Leading off the bottom half, number 3, the Norwich Sea Unicorns, the center fielder from Fairfield University, number 50, Jack Burns.
Bottom of the third inning, 1-0 Bees here. Glad you're with us on this Sunday matinee baseball game. Norwich trying to snap out of a 4-game funk. Righty on lefty matchup here to start out the third. Miller set up outside with Jack Byrne in there. He's got the bright blue bat here today. First time we've seen him use this. The bat and his batting gloves contrast with one another. The red batting gloves with the bright blue bat. Certainly a style choice of sorts. He's taking in, the count was even now. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Fairfield outfielder out of Natick, Massachusetts. From the stretch, McKenzie comes to the plate. It's down and away for ball 2. See if Norwich will stick with Jack Novak in the 4th inning, or if this is going to turn into a bullpen game the rest of the way, inning by inning. See how Kyle Dombrowski wants to handle the pitching staff. It's even 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Sea Unicorns outfielder. McKenzie to the plate. This is a bouncing ball to second. Charging in on it is Henning. He flips it to first in time, 1 down.
The designated hitter from the University of Connecticut, number 40, Bryce Detweiler.
So we'll bring up the designated hitter, Bryce Detweiler. Detweiler is headed to UConn. His 2nd game of the summer for Norwich. He was 0 for 3 against Worcester in game 1 of the doubleheader on Friday. Big hit is Detweiler, 6'1", 200 pounds. Out of Shillington, Pennsylvania. He's staying at UConn right now while he plays for Norwich this summer. Really acquainting himself with Storrs. There's strike 1 on the outside corner. Detweiler trying to make that transition to collegiate pitching after wrapping up his high school baseball career. The 1-1. This is launched into the seats, first base side, strike 2. One and 2 on Detweiler. Couple of righties battling. The 1-2. Off-speed breaker. It just missed. Outside, the count is even 2-2. Detweiler, a two-way player. He pops this one up into shallow left center field. No one's going to get to it. Detweiler has his first hit of the summer for the Sea Unicorns. It's a 1-out knock for Norwich, and their second hit of the ball game. Always nice to get your first one out of the way, and Detweiler fought it off. It was riding in on his hands, and he just flips it out into left center field. It fell in front of the left fielder, Stabley, and it was a long run out there for the shortstop, Irizarry, and same for the matter for Mayer, the center fielder. Perfectly placed hit for Detweiler. He's on with Aiden Stern taking strike 1. Stern dropped down a bunt single. He's done that now in back-to-back games. The 0-1 fouled away to the screen. Matt Gedman quite familiar with Stern, the batter. He coaches him over at Trinity College. Stern has been as good as they come for Norwich this summer. And a offense that has been a little stale over the last week. Has not applied to his bat. The 0-2, a bouncing ball back up the middle. It's a base hit. Nice 2-out swing there for Aiden Stern. Runners at first and second. Detweiler almost was caught off the bag there. He continued to round second base. Strong throw in there from Mayer, but Norwich has a couple on. Now this is going to bring out the pitching coach for the Bees, Matt Zanos. Norwich has them at first and second. Back-to-back hits for Norwich, and now a chance for Connor Scanlon. Scanlon is first time up. Grounded out into a fielder's choice ground out. Fans, every Thursday is Thirsty Thursday with beer specials on Narragansett. That'll cool you off this coming week. It's going to get hot, hot, hot here in eastern Connecticut. Let's take a look at our proposed weather here. Currently, it feels like 98 degrees in the heat index. But just wait, it gets a little bit better. On Tuesday, it's expected to be 101 degrees at game time. Wednesday, 95. Thursday, there's some precipitation in the forecast Thursday through Sunday, so we'll see how things play out. I wouldn't mind a little precipitation to cool things off. As long as it's not showering, it's okay. There's ball one to Scanlon. Plenty of doubleheaders already on the schedule for Norwich. I'll have one next against the Silver Knights on the 28th. This is a line drive back out into center field. The green light ahead and coming around and scoring is Detweiler at first. He dives into home. This ball game is tied. Scanlon ripped it out into center field. He ambushed McKenzie on his first pitch of the plate appearance, and the ball game is tied. This will bring up the first baseman, Jaden Novak. Now someone is going to start to stretch out in the Bees bullpen down the left field side. Clutch spot there for Connor Scanlon, who just keeps on raking. Hits in 3 straight games for him. Novak trying to give the Sea Unicorns the lead with 1 out here in the 3rd. The pitch. Awkward check swing. Novak hesitated. I don't think he was trying to swing at it. He started to go. It's a foul off to the first base side. Novak out of North Haven, Connecticut. 6'2", 215 pounds. He's the first baseman today for Norwich. He's taking upstairs for ball one. Novak hitting 148 this summer against New Britain. He had the game-winning hit against the Bees on the 11th. He's 2 for 7 this summer overall. Scanlon is going. The throw from Miller. Now coming home and trying to score. Stern. High throw. It sails all the way to the backstop. Stern scores. Scanlon will take 3rd. It's 2-1 Norwich. Well, you got to be aggressive sometimes, and the Sea Unicorns execute. Now Scanlon is 90 feet away. Heads up base running at 3rd by Aiden Stern immediately when Miller fired down to 2nd. That was the green light for Aiden Stern. Norwich is struck for a pair, and now a hitter's count for the first baseman, Jaden Novak. 2 balls and a strike. He reached on an air his first time up. That was committed out there in right field by Nolan Reisdorf on the liner hit out there. A hit would extend the Norwich lead. The infield defense has been drawn in for the Bees. 2 balls and a strike on the Norwich first baseman today. The delivery inside. It's ball 3. It actually caught him. So the Sea Unicorns have them at the corners. We'll see if New Britain is going to stay closed down and drawn in. They're going to return to standard depth with a man on first. This will bring up Ian Moser. Moser trying to redeem himself here. He hit into an inning-ending double play in the first. So now Kane returns to the first base bag. Now everyone else at standard depth. Double play still in order here as a bird just came flying down off the top of the luxury suite deck. Just came cruising down right in front of the press box in front of me. Wasn't sure if he was going to have a crash landing. Everything's good for him. There's ball 2. Scanlon at third. And Novak at first. With Ian Moser at the plate. Moser out of Bellingham, Massachusetts, 6'2", 210 pounds. Novak is going. The pitch is downstairs, and Miller thinks better of chucking it down to second this time. He'll keep it, and now Norwich has a pair in scoring position. That effectively puts the double play out of order here. And now the second baseman Henning playing in. Same goes at first for Kane. The shortstop Irizarry playing behind Novak, the base runner. There's strike 1. Count is 3 balls and a strike to Moser. McKenzie in danger of walking the bases loaded. O'Brien would bat next in that spot. Hitters count for the Sea Unicorns left fielder. From the first base side of the rubber, McKenzie comes to the plate. He gets a swing and a miss, strike 2. Moser was a .314 hitter at Eastern this past season. The full count deliveries outside, and McKenzie lost him for ball 4. That loads the bases for Norwich, and I think Mac Edmond has seen enough. He's going to make a call to the bullpen here. He already had a man loosening. Norwich has loaded them up. Gavin O'Brien is the man who will bat next. A chance to break the ball game open when we come back. Don't go anywhere. The Sea Unicorns looking to add on here in the third. They lead 2-1. A pitching change. We'll meet the new arm when we come back.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962 and reserve your suite today.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for the Bees from Long Island University, number 40. Fez Bates. Now pitching for
Norwich has loaded the bases here, and the Bees have made a pitching change. The new pitcher in the ball game for New Britain is going to be a left-hander. It is the LIU product, Pace Bag, is going to come in and pitch out of LIU. He was just added to the roster today. The runners aboard are all the responsibility of the starter, Pat McKenzie. Moser stands at first. Novak at second. Scanlon's the runner at third. A ball and no strikes to the batter, Gavin O'Brien. He grounded out to third his last time up. Corner infielders are in. This is a line drive. It's right at the second baseman, Henning, and he will step on the second base bag, and Norwich spoils their bases loaded opportunity. Good work out there by Tim Henning. It's still 2-1 Norwich. The fourth is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning with the Bees, designated hitter Brandon Beard.
Fans, by purchasing a ticket to next Tuesday's home game against the Vermont Lake Monsters, we'll get to see you next Tuesday home game, August the 5th, when the Sea Unicorns will host Vermont for the final time this season. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. local time. The gates open at 5:30. Jack Novak back out there to work the fourth inning. Norwich has taken the lead with a couple of runs in the third. First pitch home is upstairs, ball one. To the leadoff man up in the inning, it's Brandon Gayer. He walked his first time up. Novak this past season at Westfield State pitched to a 3.63 ERA, 44 and 2/3 innings of work. Caper 9 of 6.25. It's a ball and two strikes here. This is down and away for ball two. The count is even. The delivery on the outside corner, strike three. Novak freezes Gayer. There's one down. Nice work there by the Norwich right-hander to take care of the leadoff man in the inning. All one misses to the center fielder, Dylan Mayer. The 1-0 on the outside corner. Good spot there for Jack. Trying to take care of the Bees center fielder today. That's Mayer. That's inside for ball two. 2 balls and a strike to Dylan Mayer, the batter at the plate. 1 out in the inning on the strikeout to the DH, Brandon Gayer. Novak trying to keep the Sea Unicorns in front here in the 4th. The 2-1. Down and away for ball 2. Mayer's taking for strike 2. Mayer out of the University of St. Joseph. Check that. There's a ground ball to short. Collected over there by Chardy. Fires across the diamond in time. There's 2 outs.
Second baseman, Tim Henning.
This will bring up the second baseman, Tim Henning. He's been excellent out there defensively. He's come up with some big plays for the Bees to help keep Norwich from breaking this game open. He took care of that double play opportunity on the line drive hit to him off the bat of O'Brien to put an end to the Norwich threat in the 3rd. It's 1-0 to him. Now he's taking down and in for ball 2. It's 3-0. Novak trying to get back in the zone, and now he loses them on 4 straight out of the zone. So a 2-out walk for the Bees second baseman. This will bring up the shortstop, Carlos Irizarry. Irizarry struck out his first trip to the plate. Novak trying to keep the Bees off the board here in the 4th inning after Norwich fought back to take the lead in the home 3rd. Irizarry out of Penn State Harrisburg from Chantilly, Virginia. This past season for Penn State Harrisburg, he batted .297 for them. He slugged out 5 homers. He drove in 46 runs. Count in his favor, it's 2-0. The man aboard is Henning. He drew a 4-pitch walk. The delivery up and in for ball 3. Now 7 straight out of the zone for Novak. You never want to give a team free base runners. New Britain will take them any way they can get them. Nobody up in the Sea Unicorns bullpen down the right field line. There's strike one on the outside corner. Always so tough. The hotter it gets, the sweatier the palms get to keep that grip on the baseball. Novak trying to fight through it here in the fourth. It's 3-1 to Irizarry. The delivery. Swing and a miss, strike two. The throw from Durso on the backhand side. Now advancing and taking third is Henning on the wild throw from Durso. That went skipping into center field. The tying run now stands just 90 feet away, but I think they're going to call batter's interference here, and this is going to give Norwich a break, and it's going to end the inning. A surprising call there. Norwich will take it. The inning is over. They'll keep their lead intact. 2-1 Norwich. The home fourth is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fans, stick with us following the conclusion of this afternoon's game for the Capital Property Group post-game show. Hopefully we'll chat about a Sea Unicorns win on this Sunday afternoon. Norwich trying to end the week on a high note before seeing a difficult Vermont Lake Monsters team. They're always a challenging opponent. They're right behind Worcester for first place in the Futures League. It's a ball and no strikes to Spencer Chard. Big way inside with it for ball two. Faze Big, the new pitcher. Recent addition to the New Britain Bees. He's a riser headed at LIU. Marlborough, Connecticut native is the southpaw. He's yet to fire a strike to Chart. It's 3-0. We'll see if he'll be auto-taking here. The delivery. Outside corner, strike one. Chart so far today for Norwich is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short. Now he hooks it way foul. Hello to the Mashantucket Barbecue Pavilion out there. Good thing the dogs weren't over there. Wow, that was scorched out there. Chard turned on it. Now the count is full. It's 3-2. The full count delivery. This is a fly ball out to center field. It's falling quickly and able to make the shoelace catch is Mayer out there in center field. Chard retired.
The catcher, Joe Durso.
Here's Joe Durso coming to the plate. These two are going to be teammates with one another at LIU in the fall. That's the fun part about summer ball. You get to play against some of your current teammates, soon-to-be teammates. That's the case here. Durso lifts a fly ball out to left field. It is crushed out there. It's off the wall. Durso smacks a double. He'll get into second. Cruise in there safely. Joe Durso with our DB1 feeling electric. Play of the game. Driving the boat out there at second is Durso, the captain driving the ship. And Norwich has a one-out runner in scoring position. Now it'll bring up the center fielder, Jack Byrne. As listed by Prep Baseball Report. Well, since their latest update at least. They can at least get it up to 88 miles an hour on that fastball, 75 to 77 on the curveball. "18 years of age, he's 6'3", 204 pounds. A big lefty on the mound. With the man in scoring position behind him, the 1-1. That's over the head of Byrne. He ducks for cover. It's ball 2. Count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes here on Jack Byrne. Trying to help Norwich add on here against the lefty. The delivery. This is off the end of the bat, flipping foul onto the concourse left field side. There's been some changes around the ballpark here this season. We now have the Shipwreck. What used to be the ice cream bar is now the Shipwreck, part of that beer garden out there. Some nice work done over there. And then the wiffle ball area down the left field line. Casey Collins doing some nice work around this ballpark. Some neat new attractions for some of the young fans to get out to with the kids zone area. 21 and older area with the beer garden down the right field line. Help yourself out there. Need to cool off a little bit. The 3-2. Another pitch lifted foul. Now the Bell Logistics Beer Garden. It's the hole in the wall bar. The Bell Logistics Beer Garden now down the first base side. Scoops ice cream bar here. Maybe we can get one of those ordered here for Nick and I in the booth. This is a bouncing ball. It's a fair ball. Kane has it. He'll step on the first base bag. I don't know if they do phone delivery service out here, Nick, at the ballpark, but I would happily order some Scoops ice cream. We have an ice cream social because every Sunday is Family Sunday here at the ballpark, but following today's ball game, it's an ice cream social. And then First Mates Kids Club members, you always want to make sure you are a part of that here at the ballpark. So many things to offer with the First Mates Kids Club. Pitch home. Detweiler smacks it out to the left center field alley. This is extra bases. Durso scores easily. Detweiler to second. He'll get the stop sign. Ringing RBI double. Bryce Detweiler, second hit of the ball game. He's now 2 for 2. It's 3-1 Norwich. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate, and he just absolutely cranked it out to left center field. Long run out there for Stobley and Mayer. It went bouncing out to the wall. Norwich starting to hit here today. They have 6 hits now. It's the leadoff man, Aiden Stern, at the plate. Norwich faithful making some noise now as the bats have come roaring back to life. The 1-0 outside for ball 2. Hitters count for the Norwich leadoff man. He's 2 for 2 today with a couple of singles. One a bunt single of the small ball variety, and then he also sent a liner out to center field. The 3-0 outside corner, strike 1. A little bit more information on the First Mates Kids Club. It's open to children 12 and under. As a member, you will receive a ticket to every Sunday home game, receive a t-shirt and a credential to show off your membership in style. Receive discounts at concessions and merchandise stands on Sundays, as well as participate in an ice cream social following this ball game today. It's 3-2. I will certainly enjoy some of that ice cream following this ball game. Maybe I'll dunk my face in it and really cool down here today. The count is full. It's 3-2 on Stern. Hopefully the bats are starting to heat up for Norwich. 3 runs on 6 hits. The pitch, a fly ball in the air. This is going to be playable out there for Stabley. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. Norwich gets a run on the RBI double from Bryce Detweiler. It's 3-1 Norwich. We're headed to the 5th when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Who really wanted with me? I'm at the top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Fans come out to the ballpark this coming Friday, June 27th, when the Sea Unicorns host the Westfield Starfires for some more Friday night fireworks. First pitch scheduled for 6:30 p.m. by American Fireworks, presented by Liberty Bank. The Sea Unicorns will also be wearing their Norwich City Connect uniforms. Upcoming Friday night fireworks games include July the 18th, July 25th, and August the 1st, after next Friday on June the 27th. Get your tickets now. Let's get this ballpark filled up. Go SeaUnicorns.com for more information. Get your tickets today. Jack Novak ready to work his 3rd inning of relief. You have to commend Brendan Grady. I know it wasn't the outing he would have liked. 2 2/3 as a starter. You're always kicking yourself. You really feel like it's just not a good day for you. But you have to commend what he did. He didn't have the control of the pitches he would have liked. That was really the problem for him. He walked 3, hit a batter, but he did strike out 6. He almost matched his strikeout total of 8, which is a season high for him when he went 5 innings I mean, he has electric stuff. When it is working for him, he's one of the best pitchers in this league. There's no question about it. But when he doesn't have a feel for the pitches, that's when things really spiral for him. He did a nice job to keep the damage minimized with just the one run. Leadoff man up in the inning is Nolan Reisdorf. After Carlos Irizarry was ruled out for batter's interference, it interrupted Joe Durso's throw down to try and retire Tim Henning, who was stealing second. So Norwich got a little bit of help. And then Bryce Detweiler cranked a RBI double. Now Norwich leads 3-1. Reisdorf at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. The delivery, swing and a miss. Strike one. Good breaking ball there for Novak. He's ahead of the New Britain right fielder, Reisdorf. He's struck out twice today. The pitch, he's showing bunt. It's up the first baseline. Durso sprinting after it. He awkwardly fires it to first. He was off balance. It's a bunt single for Reisdorf. That's officially the first hit of the contest for the Bees. It comes off the bat of Nolan Reisdorf. Things aren't working for you. You have to try and adjust and switch things up. Reisdorf drops down the bunt, and it works out for him. So now a leadoff runner on for the third baseman, Easton Massey. Massey smacks a line drive out to center field. Aggressive on the first pitch. Now Novak has run into some danger here in the fifth inning. The Bees have him at first and second with nobody out. Back-to-back hits for New Britain. This will bring up the left fielder, Brendan Stabley. Stabley so far today has walked. He's also flied to center. Bees with their best chance yet with a couple of hits strung together against Novak in the fifth inning. Double play in order, a force out at any base. The inning began with the bunt single for Reisdorf, and then Massey followed, lining a single to center. Stabley's taking ball one. It misses outside. Stabley transferred to Southern Connecticut after a season at Franklin Pierce. At high school, at Plainville High School, he was all-state in soccer, basketball, and baseball. Now he lifts a fly ball in the air. Center field, it's going to be Burns baseball. He makes the grab. Tagging is the runner, Reisdorf. He's into third. And the Bees have him at the corners with one out. Now a chance for the catcher, Caleb Miller. He's walked. He's also been hit by the pitch. He's been aboard a couple of times. He's been a beneficiary of some command trouble from the Sea Unicorns pitching staff against him today. He's put up some impressive numbers at Union. He swings and misses for strike one. As a freshman, he was a .342 hitter there. Then he raised his batting average to .374 as a sophomore. Went down a little bit by his standards as a junior, but still a relatively good season for him. .289 as a junior. A career .334 hitter. It's earned him plenty of accolades at Union. He was an ABCA All-Region 3 first-team honoree as a sophomore in 2024. Liberty League Player of the Year as well that season. The pitch bounces to Durso. It goes to the backstop. Reisdorf will score, and the ball game is now a one-run game. And trouble there for Novak, and Durso had some trouble cleanly blocking it. The double play is out of order here with Massey taking second. Novak's going to have to really fight his way through this inning against the middle of the New Britain order. The 1-2 off the end of the bat. It's into the air, right field. Underneath it is O'Brien. He's got it. Strong throw into the infield right at the third baseman, Scanlon. And that'll keep Massey planted at second.
First baseman, Jack Kane.
This will bring up the first baseman, Jack Kane. Kane today is grounded out in a fielder's choice spot. He's also lined out to the pitcher, Jack Novak. That was back in the third inning. He had a liner right at him. He's got the silver batting gloves on. They're reflecting in the sunlight. A bouncing ball to short. Chard has it. He whips it across the diamond. Low throw, and Novak squeezes it. The inning is over. The Bees get a run on the wild pitch. It's a one-run game. We're headed to the home fifth when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Fans, this week's Craftsmanship Tip of the Week is presented by Artisan Building and Remodeling. They're your trusted local experts in home improvement. If you're thinking about a new roof, consider Solar Shingles. They offer the same protection as a traditional roof while also generating clean, renewable energy. It's a smart and sustainable upgrade built to last. Once again, Artisan Building and Remodeling, proud sponsor of the Norwich Sea Unicorns here this summer. 1 ball, no strikes to Connor Scanlon. He's got hits in 3 straight games. He had the RBI single last time up. Now he corks it foul into the Bees bullpen that was unattended. It's about to be in business here. A couple of Bees headed over there, a pitcher and a catcher. Both teams, well, check that. Norwich does have some players in their bullpen. The Bees have kept their bullpen empty. I'm not sure if that's by design to stay out of the sun that is beaming right down on the field. The count is even. Bay get back into the zone there. Strike 2. Count is even here with Connor Scanlon at the plate. He's been a consistent hitter for Norwich. We'll hear from him following the game with our interview we had with him earlier in the week to talk about his arrival into the Rose City and the opportunity he has to play this summer in the Futures League. Always great chatting with him. Full count, the 3-2. In the air, he popped it up into shallow center field. Racing underneath it is Mayer. It's in fact going to be the second baseman Henning making the running catch. Oh boy, he had to go a long way out there to come close to getting there, and it was a fly ball that had plenty of hang time underneath it. Here's Jaden Novak. First pitch home to Novak is in the zone, strike one. Novak so far today has reached on an air. He's also been hit by the pitch. Reached base safely twice. Looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Daig's delivery is bounced foul for strike two. Novak is headed back to the East Coast for college baseball after playing at the College of Charleston. Now a bouncing ball to third. It's Massey who fires it across the diamond. It'll take care of Novak. 2 up, 2 down. It was a brief day for Jaden at the College of Charleston in South Carolina. They'll be headed to LaSalle in Philadelphia. He did not see any playing time at the College of Charleston. He's headed back out east. Here's Ian Moser. He's backed away for ball one. Moser is hit into a double play. He's also drawn a walk. 1-0 on its way. Inside, ball two. Norwich trying to snap a 4-game slide here today. The Bees were winners yesterday over first place Worcester, 5-2. Big win for the Bees. They jumped ahead of Norwich for fourth in the Futures League. Sea Unicorns trying to jump back ahead of them and trade spots here in the league standings. It's been a slow start out of the gates for Norwich. Trying to turn the corner here as we head to July. A bouncing ball foul. Strike two. It always starts with one win, and you have to find a way to get yourselves rolling. Norwich can do that here on this Sunday. It'll be a big win for this group before they meet with the Lake Monsters on Tuesday. Count is even, the 2-2. It is taken just outside ball three. The 3-2 in the air. He's popped up. It's going to be the first baseman, Caney, makes the grab on it, and the inning is over. Clean fifth for Big. It's 3-2 Norwich. We're headed to the sixth when we come back on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today.
attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for your Sea Unicorns from Northeastern University, number 11, Cooper Mayer. Mayer now pitching for Norwich.
Fans, Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a new name with the same great people and service you know. It's coming soon. Eastern Connecticut Savings Bank, a division of Ascend Bank. And fans, looking to go to the dentist soon? Well, head over to Griswold Dental. At Griswold Dental, their goal is to create a trusting relationship with patients where their comfort and health is our first priority. Start your journey to better health today at griswolddental.net. New pitcher in the ball game for Norwich is the riser headed to Northeastern, Cooper Mayer, out of Westerly, Rhode Island, 6 feet, 165 pounds. ERA is at 9 for him so far. He went 2 innings against Nashua. He surrendered 2 earned runs on 1 hit. He walked a batter. That was back on June the 18th on Wednesday. Cooper Mayer trying to work a scoreless 6th inning. Norwich has a 1-run edge. First man up in the inning for the Bees is their designated hitter, Brandon Gayer. He's walked. He's also struck out. There's the fastball. It misses inside for ball 1. Around the Futures League today, the Worcester Bravehearts and Westfield Starfires are playing at 4 o'clock. And the Silver Knights and Lake Monsters will get underway at 5:05 at Centennial Field. Yesterday, the Bees took down Worcester 5-2, and Vermont was winners over Westfield 4-2. A swing and a miss there, strike 2 to Gayer. Look at the Futures League standings. Worcester is a league best 14-7 right now through 21 contests. The 1-2 in the air, a fly ball out to right field. It's going to be O'Brien who comes racing in. He makes the running catch. There's one gone. Vermont not trailing behind Worcester very far, just a half game back at first place. They're 14-8. Nashua in third, 12-8. They've won 6 straight ball games. And the Bees currently holding on to 4th place with their victory last night over the Bravehearts 5-2. They're 9-13. Norwich with a win today would get even with the Bees for 4th place. Mayer's first pitch home is the fastball that misses inside ball 1. All about getting comfortable on the mound, and for the Westerly native, Cooper Mayer, it's not a matter of the stuff. It is certainly there. Northeastern has a good player headed their way in the fall. It's just a matter of finding that comfortability, building the confidence. That first outing, always a tricky outing to get underneath your belt, but now he's got it. It's 2 balls and no strikes to the batter, Dylan Mayer. He's checking his swing. He held up for ball 3. Mayer lost his lid in the process. It's 3-0 to the Bees' center fielder. Mayer has struck out looking. He's also grounded out. The righty to the plate, the 3-0 is in the zone, strike 1. Good fastball there for Mayer. Dylan Mayer against Cooper Mayer. Bouncing ball to second. Charging in on it is Stern. He fires to first. There's 2 down. Nice work there from Mayer to work behind there against Dylan Mayer to take care of him on the ground out to second.
The second baseman, Tim Hennig.
This will bring up the second baseman, Tim Henning. Henning so far today has popped out. He's also walked. Westerly product comes home. He misses outside for ball one. Westerly, a gorgeous town, the first city into Rhode Island from Connecticut. Right on the water there. This would be a great day to go to the beach. It's 1-0. This is a line drive back up the middle on the backhand side. Cern finds it. He fires to first. It is in time. There's your Artisan building and remodeling defensive play of the game. It's Aiden Stern with the backhand grab on the screaming ground ball headed back up the middle. He robs Henning of a base hit, and the inning is over. A scoreless frame for Cooper Mayer. The home half is next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. 3-2 Norwich as we head to the home half of the sixth inning. Fan substance use disorder does not discriminate who it affects, and it affects more than just the individual. The effects of substance use impact our whole society. Learn more at griswoldpride.org. New pitcher in the ball game for the Bees is right-hander.
Eastern Connecticut State University. Number 53, Connor Willett. Willett now pitching for New Britain.
Right-hander out of Eastern Connecticut State, Connor Willett, second-year man with the Bees out of Rockfall, Connecticut.
Moving off, we got him at inning number 6. Your Sea Unicorns right fielder Gavin O'Brien.
Willett so far this summer for the Bees. The right-hander has pitched to a .482 ERA, fifth game of the summer. 9 1/3 innings worked. He's allowed 13 hits in that span. He struck out 6. He's walked 2. Norwich looking for some insurance markers here as we head to the later innings. First pitch home misses down and away to ball one. At Eastern this past spring, Willett pitched to a 7.5 ERA, 1-1 record for him over 12 innings of work. O'Brien's taking now ball 2. Opponents hit .340 against him. His best season was as a sophomore. It was a .292 ERA over 12 outings and 12 1/3 innings for him. The 2-1. A wave and a miss, strike 2. Good off-speed pitch from Willett. He tied up O'Brien. Now O'Brien flips one out into right center field. This is going to land in there, and O'Brien has himself a leadoff base hit. This will bring up the shortstop, Spencer Chard. Chard is fly to center. He's also grounded out. The first pitch on the inside corner. It's strike one. Willett, before making his way to Eastern, was a pitcher and a shortstop at the high school level at Cochincog Regional. Check that. Cochincog Regional. Let's get that pronunciation right. Mouthful twister, but Willett put up some great numbers over there. He was a team MVP there as a senior, first team all-conference. He led the group in strikeouts among pitchers. And he helped his team win a conference championship and a state championship his senior year. He's ahead of Chard, a ball and 2 strikes. He waves and gets a piece of it. Unable to hold on to it was the catcher, Miller. Chard will stay in there. Norwich has a leadoff man on. That's O'Brien. Thurso's the batter who waits on deck. He cranked a double his last time to the plate. Willett from the first base side of the mound. The breaking ball misses upstairs. It's ball 2. There's a bouncing ball to short. Irizarry has it. He goes to second for 1. Henning fires to first. It's not in time. So they'll get the lead runner, O'Brien. Sea Unicorns will keep a man aboard. Now it's Spencer Chard at first with Joe Durso coming to the plate. Durso is fly to center. He's also doubled out to left field. The LIU Shark at the plate. There's the curveball. It's a bouncing ball to third. Massey has it. He goes to second for 1. The return throw to first in plenty of time. And the inning is over. It's a double play. Turn there by Easton Massey. He goes to Henning for the first part of it, and then they complete it. The 7th is next. 3-2 Norwich on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Sea Unicorn fans, come out to the ball game June 27th because Norwich is back in their City Connect uniforms to show their connection to the city they call home. Norwich debuting City Connects for the first time as an organization. They're presented by Dime Bank, just wonderfully designed uniforms. The navy blue section signifying the 3 rivers that make up Norwich, and the Rose of New England emblazoned on the front. Other City Connect uniform dates include July 18th, July 25th, August 1st, and August the 7th. Get your tickets now at GoSeaUnicorns.com. Cooper Mayer back out there. We're into the 7th inning now. 3-2 Norwich against the Bees. It's Irizarry at the plate. He puts in play the first pitch he sees. It'll fall in there. It's a leadoff knock. Aggressive on the first delivery was Irizarry. And the Bees now have their third hit of the afternoon. Here's the leadoff man, Nolan Reisdorf. He had the first hit of the game for New Britain. He dropped down a bunt base hit. Norwich trying to protect a lead late in the ball game. A spot they haven't been fortunate enough to see themselves in since the victory against Westfield earlier in the week. Now this goes all the way to the backstop, and this is going to allow Irizarry to advance into scoring position. A wild pitch there from Cooper Mayer to the leadoff man Reisdorf. We'll see if he's going to drop a bunt down here with that green bat he has, the black batting gloves. And here comes Kyle Dombrowski. He is going to try and slow down the roll of Mayer on the mound and try and recenter him. Wants to make sure he can get back into the zone. Norwich didn't have anybody loosening. Just a powwow here at the pitcher's mound. So how about we talk about lunch with the Sea Unicorns starting tomorrow at 12 o'clock. We'll be in the studio, we just found out, so that'll be happening live at 12 o'clock. We'll be joined by Lee Walter, the general manager, and starting pitcher Luke Cardman. We'll talk about the latest with the Sea Unicorns, the history of the team, the history of baseball out here in Eastern Connecticut at Dodd Stadium, and what a rich history it is. Now 30 years of baseball at Dodd Stadium, 31st season here in Eastern Connecticut. So important to keep baseball here alive and well. Norwich now the back-to-back league champions. Certainly a target on the back this season. Runner at second is Irizarry. It's 1-0 to Reisdorf. Now it's 2-0. Hitters count for the leadoff man, Reisdorf. We'll see if he tries and lay down a bunt. It's Novak who grabs it, but it's ruled a foul ball. Going on the contact was Irizarry. He would have been into third. Mayer gets back into the count. No one in the Sea Unicorns bullpen down the right field side, so it's Cooper Mayer's inning here. The 2-1. That bounces on its way. Durso can't find the baseball. Instead, Mayer finds it in the second wild pitch. Advances Irizarry to third. It's a 3-1 count now. This is going to scoot the infield defense in for Norwich. An overthrown slider when bouncing on the way to Durso. He's going to try and calm down the nerves of Mayer, who's pitching in a high leverage spot here. With a man on third in a 1-run game. Still nobody out in the inning. It was a leadoff base hit for Irizarry on the first pitch of the inning. It's 3 balls and a strike now to Reisdorf. The middle infield is playing in for Norwich. Scanlon now starting to scoot in. Novak has done the same at first. The infield defense is all the way in now for Norwich, holding a 1-run lead. It's 3 balls and a strike to Reisdorf. The delivery, a bouncing ball to first. Novak has it. He takes a glare down to the runner at third. He'll step on the first base bag. There's 1 out.
The third baseman, Easton Massey.
Sure. Being a catcher helps Novak right there in that spot. He was down to a knee. He wanted to make sure he blocked it. And he took a good look at Irizarry. Make sure he wasn't even thinking about scoring there on the grounder. Infield still in. Now it's the third baseman, Easton Massey. Massey, a riser. He's headed to Boston College. He lifts it in the air, foul for strike one. He attended Westminster Prep School. Massey can play third. He's also a catcher. Today he's the third baseman for Matt Gedman's group. Now he shoots a fly ball in the air. This is to center field. Waiting at third. Now Irizarry will try and tag. It's a long throw in out there for the center fielder Byrne. The game is tied. A sacrifice fly for Massey. We're all even at 3. This will bring out the left fielder Brennan Stabley.
The left fielder, Brennan Stabley.
He's taking strike one on the outside corner. Stabley at Southern Connecticut is studying nursing. A rising junior there. Now he hits a bouncing ball to third. Scanlon was trying to back up with it. It rolls out into left field. A wide turnaround first. Stabley's aboard. And now a 2-out base runner for the Bees. Second error of the ball game from Norwich defensively. It just ate him up over at third. Scanlon frustrated with it, and the inning will continue. Yesterday was the best defensive game for Norwich. They did not make any errors. Now 2 in the ball game for the Sea Unicorns. And a runner aboard at first. A chance for the catcher, Caleb Miller. He's aggressive. He lifts a fly ball in the air out to left center field. Moving back, still going back is Bernie. Makes the catch on it. And now the inning comes to an end. The Bees tie the game. A couple of wild pitches from there and the sacrifice fly from Massey. It's 3-3 headed to the bottom of the 7th. It's stretch time in Norwich. It's presented by Goat Physical Therapy in Wellness.
And stretch and sing along with Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Thank you, Select Physical Therapy, for sponsoring all year long our 7th inning stretch.
Buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
The Burns Agency Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Much better. Better at Burns. Much better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Connor Willett back out to work the 7th, and now a tie game. Byrne puts the first pitch he sees in play. It's the second baseman heading. He fires to first. There's one down. Fans at Goat Physical Therapy and Wellness. They don't want you to settle for the big box physical therapy where you're just another number. Goat Physical Therapy and Wellness in Waterford. We deliver major league care from everyday aches to pelvic health, fitness for beginners, and even treatment. Trusted by professional athletes, you'll get one-on-one time with expert therapists who treat the whole you, not just a sore spot. No assembly lines, no insurance headaches, just real results. Step up to the plate today at Goat Physical Therapy, the greatest of all time in physical therapy. Visit goatpt.com to book your free phone consultation today. Count is even. It's a ball and a strike to Bryce Detweiler. He doubled. It was an RBI double. His last time up, it's been a good day for him at the plate. He's in the number 9 spot in the batting order. 2 for 2 so far. A single and a double. Hitters count the 2-1. He launches this one into the seats down the right field side, and the count is even. Norwich has a man up and loosening in the bullpen down the right field side. It's a right-hander when we head to the 8th. Norwich trying to take the lead back against Connor Willett. It's 2-2 to Detweiler. The delivery is the curveball. It's in there. It freezes Detweiler for strike 3. Top of the order now, it's Aiden Stern. Stern is 2 for 3 today. Couple of singles for him. Trying to make something happen with a couple of outs here in the 7th inning. He's taking outside. It's ball 1. The 1-0. He lifts this one in the air out to left field. Moving underneath it to make the catch out there is Stabley. The inning is over. Norwich goes down in order here in the 7th. It's a tie game. We're headed to the 8th on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Norwich is making a pitching change for the newest member, headed to Siena College, Gio Conti. First outing for him in a while. He's well rested, no question about that. Last outing for Gio was back on June the 13th. He's gone now 9 days without an outing because Norwich hasn't had a lead late in a game. Now a chance for him, but it's a tie game in the 8th. And he's got himself a date here with Jack Kane to start the inning. Gio transferring from UConn to Siena College. He's headed closer to home now, an Albany, New York native. He's been waiting for this opportunity for a while. Now the 1-0. Upstairs ball two. So important to immediately get right into the zone and start attacking. Gio has electric stuff. An all-star in 2024. He's up to 95 now on the gun. The 2-0. This is back to the screen. Good thing the netting was there. We would have had a friend find us here in the broadcast booth, and I don't know if I would have been ready for it. It's strike one. Kane today is grounded out in a fielder's choice. He's lined out, and he's also grounded out to short. He's hit the ball well every time. Norwich has made the plays defensively against him. There's ball three. It's 3-1. The pitch off the end of the bat. It's popped up in shallow right field. It's going to be O'Brien underneath it to make the catch. Here's the designated hitter, Brandon Gayer. Plenty of options in the arsenal for Gio. Fastball, slider, change. He also offers the curveball as well. And he'll also change his arm angles from time to time. Hard enough to hit a baseball coming at you 95 miles an hour. How about over the top, down from the side? He just mixes and matches. He's ahead here of the DH, Gayer, no balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2. He's walked, he's struck out. He's also flied to right. The 0-1. The breaking ball launched into left field, a base hit. It was a hanging changeup that stayed over the heart of the plate. And Gayer is able to get his bat out to it. His first hit of the afternoon. and he represents the go-ahead run. Now the second baseman, Tim Henning, will step into the plate. Henning's 0 for 2. He's also walked today. Norwich trying to put together a victory on this Sunday afternoon. Gio's first delivery. There's the side angle look. It's strike one. No balls and a strike here to Tim Henning. The pitch off the end of the bat. That is a foul ball. It was over the head of Jaden Novak. Good thing that was just a foul ball. That could have spelled trouble for Norwich. It would have been a long run for O'Brien to get to it. Now it's 0-2. Gio's way ahead of the New Britain second baseman. Double play in order. We're in the top of the 8th. It's tied at 3. The righty to the plate. A bouncing ball to first. Novak has it. He goes to Chard for one. At second, it's going to be his only play. It was an offline throw. Chard was handcuffed. He did a nice job to make the play over there. The lead runner's retired. There's 2 outs. Check that. That was Dylan Meyer that was at the plate. Now it's Henning who steps up. Henning is 0 for 2. The batter is Tim Henning. The runner aboard is Dylan Mayer. Gio trying to toss a scoreless 8th inning. The first pitch from Gio is drilled back, foul out of play. And that's into the parking lot for strike one. Gio's excited about the opportunity he's going to have at Siena. For one, he's closer to home, but also they really value him. And now Scanlon is 8 up on the ground ball. Second error he's committed today. And runners at first and second with 2 outs. So Gio's going to have to work a little harder to get through the inning. It's now the shortstop, Carlos Irizarry. And the thing for Gio is he didn't really get the chance to showcase himself at UConn. The Huskies made the NCAA tournament his freshman season. He was a redshirt there. He had just 2 outings as a sophomore, or I should say a redshirt freshman. He has 3 years of eligibility left. Siena's got a good one headed their way. He's a high-octane pitcher. A lot of intensity every time he takes the rubber. He's consistently working on himself. He's trying to get better every day. Whether it's in the weight room, in a bullpen session, doesn't really matter. He's a true competitor. He's behind 2 balls, no strikes on the shortstop, Irizarry. Gio trying to battle his way through the 8th in a tie game. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Durso set up inside, and Gio misses low and away, ball 3. If the inning were to continue, it would mean a chance for the leadoff man, Nolan Reisdorf. It's 3-0 to Irizarry. From the third base side of the mound, Gio misses upstairs, ball 4. The bases are loaded, and now it's going to bring out the pitching coach, Zach Gitcher. First outing in over a week for Gio. The stuff has certainly been there, but now it's a matter of settling it down a little bit. He's got plenty of energy out there on the mound, but you want to control that energy. Plenty of gas in the tank for him. He wants to work a scoreless 8th inning. He's about as determined as they come for winning a baseball game. Norwich is starved of a win. Just 1 win so far on this homestand. A real shot to get one today against the Bees, but they need to get through this inning here. 2 outs. The bases are loaded. It's Nolan Reisdorf's turn. He struck out twice. He has a bunt single, and he's also grounded out to first. Infield defense at standard depth for Norwich with 2 outs in the inning, but a runner filling every base. The Beehive has filled the bases here in the 8th. The righty to the plate. Upstairs, it's ball 1. Norwich, when they come to bat in the bottom of the inning, it'll be Connor Scanlon to lead it off. 2, 3, and 4, the middle of the order for Norwich coming up. Here's a fly ball. This should get Gio out of the inning. He's already walking into the dugout. It is the center fielder, Byrne, who makes the catch. He ends the inning, so Gio fights his way through a scoreless 8th inning. The Bees strand them loaded. It's the bottom of the 8th next on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Fans, Jewett City Savings Bank, your hometown bank for over 125 years. Start your new account at jcsbank.com or come into one of our convenient offices and find out why we are your community bank. And we say hello to all of our fans tuning in from Westerly, Rhode Island. I'll be out there tomorrow morning for Breakfast with Ben. Dine in and enjoy the latest Norwich Sea Unicorns updates. Always a good time chatting with Ben Barber and 321 Media Group, advertising the Norwich Sea Unicorns all summer long. We can't wait to see them come out to the ballpark for a game here this summer. It's a 3-3 game. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Gio able to battle his way out of the bases loaded jam. You know, this man coming to the plate, Connor Scanlon, is going to try and redeem himself after the error he committed. Scanlon takes an awkward pass. Looked like he went. I don't know if he checked his swing. It's ball 1, so he was able to hold up his swing there. Scanlon is 1 for 3. He's grounded out. He's singled. It was an RBI base hit out to center field, and he's also flied to center. Scanlon batting .333 this summer. Now he hits a fly ball out to center field. Long run back there, and not able to get out to it is Meyer. Scanlon has himself a leadoff double to start the 8th. He's the go-ahead runner now in scoring position for Norwich. He continues to mash this summer for the Sea Unicorns. Second summer for second double this summer for Scanlon. Here's Jaden Novak. A hit could give Norwich the lead. We'll see how aggressive they are with Scanlon. He doesn't have overly aggressive speed. He's got some speed, but it has to be in the right spot for Dombrowski to give Scanlon the green light. You want to make sure you score this run at the plate. Good. Represents the winning run here in a 3-3 game. Norwich still has to close it out in the 9th. Here's the pitch to Novak. It's outside for ball 1. Jaden today has reached on an air. He's also been hit by a pitch, and he's grounded out to third. He's already played hero against the Bees, looking to relive some of that magic here on Sunday afternoon. It's 1-1 to the first baseman. The pitch from Willett is lifted off the end of the bat. Foul, strike 2. Willett has 6 strikeouts this summer. He has count leverage now on the North Haven, Connecticut native Jaden Novak. 6'2", 215 pounds is the righty batter. The 1-2 upstairs for ball 2. Most of the fans have taken shade underneath the awning provided by the luxury suite. That's how hot the Rays are here today. Novak looking to come through here in the home half. We'll see if they let Gio try and finish the job in the 9th. It's 3-2 to the Norwich first baseman. The count is full. The righty to the plate. Upstairs, he lost him, ball 4. The first 2 have reached to start the bottom of the 8th. A double, now a walk to Novak. Traffic on for Ian Moser. We're now at the 2.5-hour marker. Here comes Matt Gedman. The slow-paced walk. He's going to make a move to the bullpen. This will be the end of the line for Connor Willett. He goes 2 innings today. He allows a couple of hits. He walked a batter. He struck out one, though 2 on are his responsibility. He will depart. We'll meet the new pitcher when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Buckle your seatbelts. The Sea Unicorns looking to take the lead when we come back.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Fans, check out Strain Family Motors. It's not a car. It's not a motorcycle. It's a slingshot. Rent one from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon. Get that wind in your hair sensation when you rent a slingshot from Strain Family Motors. SFMslingshots.com. New pitcher in the ball game for New Britain is right-hander Zach Zajac out of RPI. Zajac so far this summer for the Bees is an owner of a .482 ERA, 0-3 the record for him. 8th game now of the summer. He's worked 9 1/3 innings. He struck out 5. He's walked 4. He's seen Norwich twice. He's worked 2 scoreless innings against the Sea Unicorns. He's also struck out 2. Norwich has the go-ahead run at second. That's Scanlon. Novak is aboard at first. He drew a walk. That was the knockout punch for Willett. He went 2 innings. Both runners on are his responsibility. Corners are in for the Bees. Middle infield defense at double play depth. Ball 1 misses inside to Moser. Moser trying to give Norwich the big blow here in the 8th inning. Try and lift them past the Bees here today. A golden opportunity to take the lead. It's 1-0. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. This is normally the part of the game when the Sea Unicorns offense really starts to come to life. See if they can make some more noise today. The slider misses outside. It's ball 2. Zajac has a sophomore pitch to a 3.86 ERA at RPI. He worked 30 1/3 innings. There's the curveball. It dots the inside corner, strike 2. Opponents hit 254 against Zajac in his first season at RPI after transferring there. Now a nice block back there from Caleb Miller. Zajac transferred to RPI from Wheaton College in Massachusetts. Count is full. It's 3-2 to Moser. The righty set at the belt. He's on the third base side of the rubber. Takes a look back at Scanlon. Now he comes home to the plate. It's outside, ball 4. He walks Moser, and Norwich has loaded the bases. Still nobody out here in the 8th. O'Brien can give Norwich the lead here. The entire infield defense for Mac Edmond has come in for New Britain. O'Brien, a big kid. See if he can really get a hold of one here. 6'4", 200 pounds is the Salisbury, Connecticut native. There's the curveball. It darts inside, ball 1. O'Brien so far today is grounded out. He's lined out into a double play, and he's also into a fielder's choice ground out. He can be the hero today with the bases loaded. The pitch. He's jammed. It's a fly ball in the air to right field. Scanlon waiting at third. The catch is made. Now Scanlon trying to tag and score. He will. RBI sacrifice fly. Gavin O'Brien and the Sea Unicorns have taken the lead. It's 4-3. That run is going to be charged to Connor Willett. Still traffic on there at the corners. Novak tagged from second. He's at third. Spencer Chard trying to add some insurance. Massey, the third baseman, is playing in. And the middle infielders, Kane and Irizarry. Check that. Henning and Irizarry at double play depth. There's the breaking ball. It just missed, ball 1. Chard today is 0 for 3. Zajac's delivery is a ground ball. It's headed back up the middle. Sliding grab by Irizarry goes to second for 1. The relay to first is not in time. Norwich collects a run on the fielder's choice ground out. But what a play out there by the shortstop Irizarry to make the sliding grab to keep it in the infield. Now 2 outs in the inning, but the Norwich lead is 5-3. Here's Joe Durso. There's the breaking ball. It's on the outside corner. Strike one. Norwich has taken the lead here in the 8th inning. Thanks to the leadoff double from Scanlon and then a couple of walks to Novak and Moser. The 0-1 to Durso is downstairs. It's ball one. The 1-1, bouncing ball foul. And now a chance for Zajac to escape the inning with minimized damage. When the Bees come to the plate in the 9th inning, it'll be Easton Massey scheduled to lead it off. 2, 3, and 4 for New Britain. It's a ball and 2 strikes to the catcher, Durso. The runner is going. Now a tapper foul. It caught the front foot of Durso. A little shaken up by it. Hard in motion there. He's the runner aboard at first. He had the fielder's choice ground out. Durso today is fly to center. He's doubled. He's also hit into a 5-4-3 double play. Right now he's in some pain. He was hobbled by the foul ball off his front leg. Matt Perch will deliver some baseballs to the home plate umpire. That is Anthony Letizio today. Perch is the probable for Norwich. He is scheduled to pitch on Tuesday against the Lake Monsters. Norwich trying to bring a victory heading into that ball game. Some timely hits for the Norwich offense. 5 runs on 8 hits today for Norwich. The 1-2. That gets away from Miller, and Chard will take second. He's in scoring position. A nasty wipeout slider headed to the way of Miller. He tried to block it, and then it leaked behind him. The count is even. It's 2-2. On deck is the center fielder, Jack Byrne. The Bees have held the upper hand in this series. They've won 3 of the 4. Norwich trying to take the 5th matchup of the summer already against their in-state foe. Now Durso's run the count full. It's 3-2. A payoff pitch waiting, the Seaport, New York native. The 3-2 outside, ball 4. Zajac walks Durso, and the inning will continue. Now a chance for Jack Byrne. Fans, SCR Structures and Sheds for over 25 years. We have succeeded by providing our customers with dependable storage solutions and a quality buying experience. Head over to scr-structures.com, local, just up the road in North Franklin. Proud sponsor of the Norwich Sea Unicorns pregame show before every Sea Unicorns ball game. Byrne flips one out to left field. It's Stobley over. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. Norwich has taken the lead. It's 5-3. We're headed to the 9th. Norwich trying to lock it down when we head there when we return on the Futures League Baseball Network and watching live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, How are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
And a thank you to Spicer Propane. Here in Groton, they sponsored our autograph book giveaway today. Thank you, Spicer Propane.
Fans, big family fun with life-size dinosaurs. That's right, the Dinosaur Place. Adventures await you. It's the largest dinosaur park in New England, located on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut. Right on the way to the shore. Come face to face with roaring replicas. Explore the trails and make unforgettable memories. Visit thedinosaurplace.com to plan your trip today. Once again, that's the Dinosaur Place, located in Montville, Connecticut, just up the road. Make sure you check them out this summer. Proud to partner with them. Gorgeous 65 acres. Plenty of fun attractions you can check out over there. Gio Conti will stay in the ball game. And he's going to try and close it down here this afternoon. He's been waiting for this opportunity. He finally has it here on this Sunday afternoon. The offense has come alive today for 5 runs on 8 hits. 3 errors defensively for Norwich. 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors for the Bees. It's Easton Massey who started out here in the 9th inning. The first pitch home is the slider. It's bounced foul, strike 1. Norwich back at home here on Tuesday, 6:30 against the Lake Monsters. They're a half game out of first place entering action today. Ball 1 misses inside to Massey. He's been hit by a pitch. He's walked. He singled to center. He also has a sacrifice fly. Gio trying to take care of the leadoff man here in the 9th. Top of the order here, 2, 3, and 4. The 1-1 on the outside corner. Paint, strike 2. Just an unfair pitch to try and take a crack at. If Gio can stay out there, that's going to be almost near impossible chance for the Bees. The 1-2, that bounces to Durso, and the count is even. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Open stance for the batter, Massey. Now the 2-2. He's jammed. He fouls it away. Massey had to do Boston College. A highly touted catching prospect. He also can play third as well. That's what he's doing today. He just fouls away another fastball. It was inside, and he's trying to battle here with Gio. It's 2-2 to start the 9th. This is a fly ball in the air out to straightaway center field. Byrne backing up. He makes the grab. Couple of consecutive plays for him out there. Here's the left fielder, Brendan Stabley. Stabley today has walked. He's flied to center twice. He's also reached on an air. Gio trying to put the finishing touches on a Sunday win for Norwich. A group desperate to get back into the win column and break up a 4-game slide. It's no balls and 1 strike on Stabley. The pitch on the outside corner. Another paint job there from Gio. He's now way ahead of Stabley. 0-2. On 0-2. It bounces to Durso for ball 1. Nice block back there for him. Really feel like if you can just put this into the win column for Norwich, flip the script on what has been a tough homestand to this point, this group can start to find a way to get rolling. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Stabley. Here in the 9th with an out. The pitch. This is in the air. It's cracked to right field. Long run over. It's a foul ball. It was O'Brien who gave it a glance as it drifts foul. Stabley trying to battle here with Gio. Another delivery for our perch to Tony Letizio, the home plate umpire here today. This ball game nearing the 3-hour marker. The 1-2 on the outside corner, but it's ruled a ball. It was on the outer rim of the black, and Gio doesn't get the call. It's ball 2. Stabley will stay in there and try and battle here with Gio. Norwich looking for the second out here in the 9th. On 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Gio dials up the fastball. There's 2 down. Here comes the catcher, Caleb Miller. Miller, final hope right now for the Bees. Tonight's SureBrite Commercial Cleaning Services cleanup moment of the game. It was the RBI base hit earlier in the ball game for Connor Scanlon. We'll get to that in a moment. SureBrite Commercial Cleaning Services providing janitorial services throughout the state of Connecticut for the last 30 years. SureBrite, done right every night. Tonight, it's Connor Scanlon with the cleanup delivery for Norwich. He had the RBI single back in the 3rd. A ground ball. This is headed back up the middle. It's a base hit. The ball game will continue here in the 9th inning with the tying runner coming to the plate. Now a pinch hitter coming to the plate for Jack Kane. It's going to be Camden Regi. He's going to come into bat for Jack Kane. He's a riser headed to UConn. Regi, 6'4", 240 pounds, the big fella. He's the tying runner. He's at the plate. Gio trying to seal the deal today against the Bees. Regi so far this summer for New Britain is batting .136. He's 3 for his first 22. He has a home run to his name. And he's taking outside. It's ball one. He's also a strikeout victim. He's been struck out 10 times in 22 plate appearances. The 1-0 on the inside corner, strike one. Good spot for Gio. The man aboard is Caleb Miller. He's single to keep the game alive. Gio misses downstairs for ball two. Gio in line for the victory. He needs one more out to do it. Durso set up outside. The 2-1. Back to the screen, strike two, and now the Bees are down to their final strike today. Everyone up on the top step for Norwich, trying to celebrate a win here on this Sunday afternoon. It's 2-2 to Camden Rigi. He's the pinch hitter. The righty to the plate. It is lifted in the air. This is playable. Byrne moving back. Shy of the track. He's got it. Say goodnight to the Bees. Norwich hangs on and they win it. Final score 5-3 on this Sunday afternoon. Norwich picks up the win, 9th of the summer, and now they leapfrog the Bees for 4th place in the Futures League. Stick with us. The Capital Property Group postgame show is headed your way next.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's one, not two or three. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Joined alongside Norwich Sea Unicorns first baseman Connor Scanlon. Well, first things first, welcome to the Rose City. It's good to have you here. I think this might be your first time playing at Dodd Stadium. I know you had a game already here this summer at Dodd, but what's it like to get to call this place home?
No, this place is fun. Guys are awesome. Coaches are awesome. Everything's great here. Welcomed the Sea Unicorn fan base was welcomed, very welcoming, and just happy to be here.
Kyle Dombrowski, the manager of this group, he also coaches at Holy Cross. Is he a coach that you were familiar with? How did you find this home here with the Sea Unicorns?
Yeah, I met Coach Dembro as soon as I got here. Great dude, funny guy on and off the field, but he means business and ready to win for him.
You go to Fairfield. Also, a couple of other Fairfield guys that go here, Aiden Baglino and Jack Byrne. To speak of a couple of those guys, does that help with your comfortability having a couple of your college teammates play with you during the summertime?
Yeah, absolutely. You play with them for 8-9 months in the fall, in the spring, in the winter. You grind with them, share a couple laughs with them all year last year, and play with them this year. It's very comfortable being with them for sure.
Let's take a closer look at that Fairfield team from this past spring. You guys almost set your own school record of wins in a season, but you win your conference, you go into the NCAA tournament. How much fun was it to be a part of that group?
It was a great experience. It's a lot of fun when you're winning, and it stinks when you're losing, and we were winning a lot. So it was a really fun year, great experience playing down in a regional. It was very cool.
You got to play some high-end teams in that regional. I'm sure the first time you got to see some opponents of that caliber, what did you learn about maybe your game and to see some of that competition?
Yeah, it was very cool learning their ability to play the game of baseball, how they handle things. Definitely taking some notes here and there, mental notes, physical notes. There's some big dudes over there for sure. So learning from that was very cool, and yeah.
Play first base. You're involved in a lot of plays, a lot of outs run through you in the infield. How much pride do you take in that side of the game, and maybe some of the challenges as a first baseman?
Defense is big for me. It's 50% of the game. There's offense and there's defense, and then you got to handle the other 50% at the at bat, and whatever happens in the at bat, you can't take that on the field. So just practicing defense every day. Getting better at it every day. First base is a pretty new position for me, so still learning, but getting the right steps forward.
I know that you're a first baseman by trade. Any other positions around the infield diamond, maybe third base at all, or is it mainly just first base for you?
Yeah, I was at third base basically all of last year for Fairfield, but I think next year, this upcoming year, they want me at first base, so looking to take some baby steps forward and get better at that for sure.
For you this summer, maybe some expectations you have for yourself and maybe where you want to see your game continue to grow.
Everyone wants to play. This past season didn't play as much as I wanted to, but glad to be a part of the team, of course. But want to be an everyday starter, want to be an everyday guy, want to be someone that hits in the middle lineup, and just helps their team to win. That's the big thing, just helping the team to win, helping the team grow, being a leader. That's huge for me.
All right, one last one for you for Sea Unicorn fans that might not know you yet. What should they expect when they see you take the field here?
A lot of wins, a lot of hustle, effort, nonstop, being a leader, being a team guy, and a lot of fun, a lot of smiles for sure.
All right, Sea Unicorn fans, that is infielder Connor Scanlon. Scans, as always, thanks for doing this, and let's have some fun.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
It's safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Top, that's 1, not 2 or 3. This real life, baby, don't make believe. I just make it look easy like ABC. I'm on it 24/7, 25/8. I just pick up the pace and I violate. I eat it all up like a dinner plate. I been on the move like I'm running late. Left, right, left, let's go. I'm unstoppable. I got money flowing in case you didn't know. They used to doubt me, now I got them like wow. Making boss moves, I've been on a roll. I'm blowing up, gotta put them on hold. I am the bag, that's what I've been told. I keep my cool under pressure like a boss. I'm all in, it don't matter what it costs. All I do is win and look good from the top. Let's go. I am unstoppable. Okay. I am unstoppable.
Agency is a full-service organization with insurance products ranging from business owner policy needs to personal insurance like home, auto, and umbrella. Some companies can make that a one-stop shop. That's why we value partnering with insurance companies like Arbella Insurance. Like us, they offer a range of insurance coverage for our valued clients. Having your most valuable assets covered by a single insurance carrier, serviced by a local agent, is priceless. The Burns Agency proudly partners with Arbella to bring you insurance coverage at competitive pricing. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better, better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Dinosaurs are alive in 25 years and roaring strong. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. A perfect day trip or staycation right here in Connecticut. Route 85 Montville with easy access off Interstate 395 and 95. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns post-game show presented by Capital Property Group. Bryce Detweiler's tonight's Capital Property Group player of the game. He was 2 for 3 with an RBI double. We spoke with him following this afternoon's victory. Here's what today's Sea Unicorns player of the game had to say following the victory. Alongside the designated hitter, the player of the game tonight, Bryce Detweiler. Joined alongside Norwich Sea Unicorns first baseman Connor Scanlon. Well, first things first, welcome to the Rose City. It's good to have you here.
Just seeing the ball pretty good. I got jammed a little bit, but thankfully it sat for my first hit, and then I was looking fastball my second.
We will restart that interview. Some technical difficulties on our end here. So following the game, we spoke with Bryce Detweiler downstairs. His bat coming to life for Norwich here today. Here's what today's Sea Unicorns player of the game had to say following the victory. Let me know when. Joined alongside the designated hitter, the player of the game tonight, Bryce Detweiler. Your bat was going wild today. Let's talk about it. It started to heat up. How fun was it for you to get your first hit of the summer here today?
Yeah, it was just a good experience. Just seeing the ball pretty good. I got jammed a little bit, but thankfully it sat for my first hit, and then I was looking fastball my second at bat, and it was a fastball that I could handle, and I managed to get a good double and a good RBI to give us our team a run.
Yeah, nice spot for you. A couple of hits today. Talk about your confidence at the plate to finally get rolling a little bit here.
Yeah, my confidence has just been going up. Like, I've been having good rounds of BP, and I've been enjoying my time here with the Sea Unicorns, and it just shows on the field that I'm just nice and confident and relaxed up there.
How about this win today? Get back into winning form, snap that 4-game slide. How important was it to put this one in the win column today?
Yeah, it was just amazing to get a win today, and our pitchers threw extremely well, and our defense played good, and our offense, we got out to an early lead, and they tied it, and we just responded. So I'm just happy with how the team played today.
All right, one last one for you. You'll see Vermont here on Tuesday. How important was it to get on Tuesday?
We got out to an early lead, and they tied it, and we just responded. So I'm just happy with how the team played today.
All right, one last one for you. You'll see Vermont here on Tuesday. How important was it to get this one a victory and try to start to roll again here?
Yeah, it's super important to be back in the win column, so we could just keep the ball rolling and keep it rolling for the rest of this year and going into playoffs.
All right, Sea Unicorn fans, that's the player of the game, Bryce Detweiler. Bryce, thanks for doing this, and great job here today.
Thank you.
There was today's Capital Property Group player of the game, Bryce Detweiler. We'll take our first time out on the Capital Property Group post-game show. When we return, we'll recap the highlights from today's Norwich Sea Unicorns victory. More to come when we return.
It's the Make This the Summer event going on now at Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich. Make this the summer that you try something new and fun. Make this the summer you say I do to a new vehicle that you can custom order online at falveys.com or stop into the dealership. Falvey's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Norwich, just down the road from Mohegan Sun.
Falvey's, you're gonna love it.
Sea Unicorn fans, want to watch the Sea Unicorns like a VIP? Book a Dodd Stadium luxury suite, perfect for business outings, birthdays, or a night out with friends. Enjoy indoor and outdoor seating, a flat screen TV, your own private server, and the option to pre-order from our catering menu, all while catching every pitch in comfort. Order your luxury suite today for just $500 for up to 20 guests, or go big with a double suite for $900 and bring 40. Don't miss out. Call now, 860-887-7962, and reserve your suite today. Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns post-game show. The Sea Unicorns pick up the victory here on this Sunday afternoon. Let's take a look at how things happened here in this ball game. Norwich picking up the win, but first it would be the New Britain Bees getting on the board first here today in the top of the first inning. New Britain finding a way to jumpstart their offense here today. It was Brendan Grady who had some command issues in that first inning. He hit a batter, he walked a couple, and then the walk to Brandon Gayer would score the first run of the ball game. The Sea Unicorns would respond, however, and they would take the lead in the third inning. Norwich would find some answers here early in the game. First, it was Connor Scanlon with the RBI base hit out to center field. Here's a look at how that one transpired for Norwich. He would bring home Aiden Stern, who had a base hit before him. He was aboard in scoring position. Connor Scanlon would drive him in. He would tie the ball game at 1. And then later, it was Jaden Novak at the plate. He was later hit by the pitch, but it was a wild pitch earlier to him that would score Connor Scanlon. It would make the ball game 2-1. Check that on the air. Committed by the New Britain second baseman would give the Sea Unicorns their first lead of the ball game. Norwich would add on. They would take a 3-1 lead on the Bryce Detweiler RBI double out to the left center field alley. His second hit of the game. First extra base hit of the summer from Detweiler would make it 3-1 Norwich.
Snacks it out to the left center field alley. This is extra bases.
Durso scores easily. Detweiler to second. He'll get the stop sign. Wild ringing RBI double. Bryce Detweiler and Reisdorf who would score in that inning. The wild pitch delivered by Cooper Mayer. He had a couple of wild pitches that inning. Reisdorf reached on a single. He advanced a couple of times on a wild pitch and also on a fielder's choice ground out. He would make it 3-2. New Britain would tie the ball game in the top of the seventh inning. It was Easton Massey who hit a sacrifice fly out to center field, and tagging and scoring on the play would be Carlos Irizarry, and all of a sudden the Norwich lead had evaporated. The Sea Unicorns punched right back, and they took the lead in the bottom of the eighth inning after they had loaded the bases. Connor Scanlon began the inning with a leadoff double. Then later, it was Jaden Novak who would draw a walk, and the New Britain Bees decided to make a pitching change. They brought in Zach Zajac for Connor Willett. He would first face Ian Moser. He would walk Moser. Norwich had loaded the bases. It would mean a chance for Gavin O'Brien at the plate. He would hit a sacrifice fly out to right field. Coming home and scoring was Connor Scanlon. It made it 4-3 Norwich. The Sea Unicorns tacked on some insurance on the fielder's choice ground out from Spencer Chard. Jaden Novak would come home to score. He made it 5-3 for the Sea Unicorns. A couple of highlight plays of the game. We'll start first with our DB Lunt feeling electric play of the game. It was Joe Durso who cracked a double out to the left center field wall. Joe Durso here with today's feeling electric play of the game. Good to see the big man get it going for himself. A little hustle double for himself. He cranked it out to the wall out in left center field. That's tonight's DB Lunt feeling electric play of the game. Today's Artisan Building and Remodeling defensive play of the game. It was Aiden Stern with an incredible rangy play at second base. He had to go from his right to his left to field the ball that was headed up the middle. He got to it on the backhand side. He fielded it. He would fire to Novak, the first baseman. That was tonight's Artisan Building and Remodeling defensive play of the game. Artisan Building and Remodeling, your trusted experts in home improvement. They've got you covered. And finally, today's SureBright Commercial Services cleanup moment of the game. It was Connor Scanlon with his RBI base knock. It was back in the bottom of the third inning. He got the Sea Unicorns onto the board for the first time today. Connor Scanlon continuing to stay hot at the plate. He's got hits now in 3 straight games. He had a multi-hit game for himself here this afternoon. SureBright Commercial Cleaning Services, providing janitorial services in the state of Connecticut for the last 30 years. SureBright, done right every night. We'll take one final timeout on the Capital Property Group postgame show. When we return, the final numbers here today, and we'll get you set for some Tuesday night baseball here at Dodd Stadium, the finale of the 6-game homestand. We'll take our final timeout, and we'll wrap things up when we return on the Capital Property Group postgame show.
Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto super center.
Hey, Sea Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Welcome back to the Norwich Sea Unicorns post-game show presented by Capital Property Group. As Norwich wins it here on this Sunday afternoon, they take down the Bees. Final score, 5-3. Norwich is now 9-12 through their first 21 ball games. The Bees fall to 9-14. The winning pitcher here this afternoon is Giovanni Conti. Gio picks up the win. He records the final 6 outs here today. Gio here today picks up the win. It's his first win of the summer for Norwich. He gets the Sea Unicorns back on track. He struck out a batter. He also walked a man. The loss is suffered by Connor Willett. He goes 2 innings. He allows 2 earned runs. He walked a man. He also struck out a batter. The time of today's game is 2 hours, 55 minutes. Norwich wins it 5-3. 5 runs on 8 hits. The Sea Unicorns made 3 errors. The Bees take the loss, 3 runs on 5 hits. They made 2 errors here this afternoon. Norwich back on track, win number 9 of the summer. The Sea Unicorns are back in action here on Tuesday night. It's a meeting with the Vermont Lake Monsters. It's the final game of a 6-game homestand before Norwich goes out on the road on Wednesday to Fitton Field and the currently first place, Worcester Bravehearts. Once again, Norwich winners here on this Sunday. Final score 5-3. It'll be Matt Perch to take the rubber for Norwich on Tuesday night. He'll be greeted by the Vermont Lake Monsters. That's going to wrap things up on the Capital Property postgame show. Once again, I'm Adam Plager, thanking you for joining me. Nick DeRue running the show here, the producer. Mike Minarski down low, operating the camera. Noel up top, operating the cameras as well. For all of our staff here with SNSN and the Norwich Sea Unicorns, I'm Adam Plager saying so long and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Sea Unicorns win 5-3.